Great people.
Of course.
Quality family.
Oh,
Tanya, can you please state your name?
yes. Tanya Hart, American Urban Radio Networks and online.
You got some.
Okay. Katt Williams, it's so good to see you on
Thank
the big
you.
screen again, just to see
Thank
you in
you.
person. Okay, let's get right to it. You
All right.
play somebody who's hitchhiking. You get picked up by Ed and by Owen.
Mm-hmm.
That in itself had to provide a whole lot of comedy. Just so,
Right.
what is it that we didn't see or we won't see in the movie that actually happened in that car? Because y'all are also funny.
I couldn't believe that any of the takes were not going to be used. Like, I never saw them make a mistake. Like, they were hilarious take after take after take. It was just, it's just really good as a comedian to be in the realm with some real masters and see and see how the microcosm really works when everybody's in their lane and is assured of what they're bringing, and the gumbo recipe comes all together. It's a magnificent thing.
Well, that's why the producers and director wanted you in this film. That's what they told me anyway. That, you know, that they knew you would bring that. But you know what I find interesting? Because of the political climate we now find ourselves in,
Right.
all of a sudden comedians have become really the moral compass of our society almost.
Right.
We never didn't expect that, but here we are. What would you say about that?
Well, on one hand, we're honored, and that's the true position of the comedian. On the other hand, we allow those people to be destroyed by the same token. We're not we don't honor the truth teller. They get destroyed in the process. So that's a part of understanding the climates. And when the climate is ready to chew and spit out, that's what it's going to do. And it doesn't really matter if it's Kathy Griffin or whoever it is.
Well, that is true too, and we know that you've been through a lot of changes in your career. You've been
Absolutely.
very open and honest, so we
Yeah.
follow you. We know
Yeah.
what's going on. First of all,
Yeah.
everything's okay now. Everything's
Doesn't it
good.
seem like that?
It does.
God is good.
all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
You have a lot of children.
Yeah.
What do you talk to your children about in terms of not only what you do, but about this whole comedy thing and the situation we're in now, as with comedians as a moral compass?
I would say that more often than not, the conversation revolves around you insisting on being your own moral compass. Any time that we look to others to provide a moral compass, we are destined to be let down. That's the undertone of this movie and in my life in general, is the fact that this is not about perfection. This is about doing better. And none of us are precluded from doing better.
That's a very good point. We're going to
Yeah.
take that one to the bank and use
Right.
that one again. So, you know, now that we're seeing you back out there and in this movie, what is it that you want to do next? I know that you're doing stand-up again. You know, you've been
Yeah.
doing stand-up all along. So, but will we see you in another movie? What's your next project?
Right. Well, part of this process of the new and improved me is putting it more out there. So we have a Netflix special that'll be dropping in January. So that will just set where we are comedically, stand-up wise, and then this project followed by an episode of Atlanta, magnificent show, and Meet the Blacks 2 with Mike Epps and Brescia Webb and Zulai, and then the next one is 2 Minutes of Fame, Lionsgate, and Dion Cole and Jay Farrow, and so yeah, I'm being able in this period to stretch the comedic range, and it's very nice.
It really is. It's so good to see you again.
Thank you. It's
so
good to be
glad
seen.
you're back, because you know what? You are really, you're just too funny, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you.
Okay, all
Okay,
right.
my pleasure. Can we get a really
You're a sucker. The reason I don't do cocaine, Big Tigger, is because I had a tumor in my upper jaw and they had to take it out, and they had to block the whole right of my sinus with a piece of metal. So ever since I got out the Marine Corps, I can only breathe out of one nostril, boy. I get my blood tested every 3 months for the last 15 years. All narcotic tests have come up 0.00%. I'm 44 years old, little Tigger. You look up my rap sheet. I have never had a DUI or a possession of anything, not even the marijuana I do every day. See, when you real, you can tell the truth about anything or anybody. It was the last day of Black History Month. I begged that man not to call me the N-word. He said, this is what you don't understand. I want you to hit me, because I'm sending you to jail. N-word. And I did what a black man should do. I defended myself and my race. And then I laid down and waited for the honorable police so they could deal with criminals, rapists, and robbers like their job is, and not have to rough up an innocent comedian who was attacked by an employee of a store and he had only worked there 5 days. But they'll take the word of any white man. As long as he's bigger and stronger than the black guy, then fine. But if you disrespect my race, you get it. Other black people can't do it. They got jobs. They got people they got to answer to. I answer to no one but God. If you are not Jehovah or Allah, I do not recognize your authority. I am of this world, but I am no part of this world. And now, Big Tigger, if you lie on me again, because I was there with the Lady of Rage, so if you lie on me again, you can't use the name Tigger no more. Because Tigger is a bouncing tiger. And if you want to be a bouncing tiger, you just heard from Bouncer. Now I'm getting on my private jet. And I'm going to court, motherfucker. But when I come back, I'm coming right back to the A. Katt Williams out. King of comedy. See, I seen your stuff on social media, boy. I know what you do. But you do it for play. If you do it for real, here it is, Kevin. I got a show at your hometown in Philly. I'm gonna take my special there. On that stage, we can put whatever you want. A full court basketball court, a boxing ring, 2 microphones for a rap cipher, or you can get your ass dusted in comedy on that stage. But it's $1 million up for each one. That's $5 million, Mr. 28 million in Forbes. I'll be bringing mine in cash, Mitch. Bring yours however you want. And since you're not a puppet, don't bring no white people with you then. That's a $5 million bet individually. You can take it all, or you can take it part and parcel. This is the new movement. Hey, and tell them plastic cup boys, we make enough money to drink out of real glassware.
Ain't no no remorse. Got blood on my dick 'cause I'm fucked.
Please give it up for Steve Harvey one time. Give it up for Steve Harvey. He's an excellent comedian. One of the finest we've ever had. But he don't want no parts of this in any way, shape, form, or fashion. This is some other shit. I don't know why he came out here with all this money y'all spent on them motherfucking tickets and talked about a lady in the audience for 15 goddamn minutes. That nigga should have talked about me the way I've been to talk about his bitch man. I'm the wrong nigga to fucking win that tour championship, my nigga. You did. You see that nigga had to take off that lace front high top fade before he came out here to battle me, goddamn. I plays no motherfucking game, Steve. I'm a little nigga, I fight dirty. You did.
You did, baby.
What the fuck is he thinking about? He trying to copy off me and bring that ugly ass, sparkly ass tie out with a regular black suit like he was going to a funeral. Yours, nigga, yours. That nigga think I give a fuck. I give less than a fuck. Whatever less than a fuck is. You the one came out here and told jokes about if a bitch lick you on the left nipple, you buy that bitch a car. If that ain't the trickiest shit I ever heard. Bitch, you can suck my dick with the Holy Spirit in your mouth. I ain't buying your goddamn car. I ain't even gonna give you a ride. It's a generation gap.
Damn generation
Nigga think he the shit because he was the shit in 1968. Nigga, I'm the shit this evening, my nigga, this evening. I know my niggas is up in here. I ain't got to ask. I ain't scared about being in the motherfucking round. I go round this bitch as long as this bitch go round. Where you at, Steve? Looked at me and said, I don't like him. I said, I don't like him either. Let's fast forward it to when this disrespectful nigga did something called the original Kings of Comedy.
Oh.
As if Richard Pryor didn't live and walk this very same earth. How the fuck you gonna be the original King of Comedy, nigga? Did it start with you, you disrespectful son of a bitch? Not Richard Pryor, not Bill Cosby, Steve Harvey is the original King of Comedy. You's a goddamn liar. How you original and you ain't the first one? Then the nigga told me that he didn't know nothing about this. And if you listen to his show, you know that nigga's a liar straight up and down. He waited till I said this was gonna be my last show after 18 years. He waited for that and saw that as a moment of weakness and decided he was gonna make it a championship. But then the nigga couldn't sell out the tickets necessary.
Damn.
Do you think that nigga wanted to be here with me this evening? No, he did not. He wanted to be with Frankie Beverly and Maze. So he could have had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Watch here now.
I'm gonna start on January 1st trying to find his hairpiece and his career, because I come to put that motherfucker on the ground. That's what a championship is, my nigga. And if you don't like it here, you can get it in the park. Give a fuck. Now that I'm done with bitch niggas in my life. Some of you may have heard a rumor that for the BET Hip Hop Awards,
Yeah. What you
I
talking about?
lost the breakdancing competition to T-Pain. And this is how he ended up hosting. Let me explain to you a few crucial facts about me. One, I am not very tall. Two, I don't hang with niggas that suck dick or break dance for a living. I don't give a fuck. homosexuals, I just don't hang with them.
Get him, Katt.
I didn't meet T-Pain until the day after the Hip Hop Awards. Look at me in the face so you understand what I'm saying. Because you gotta understand, it's gonna be 2009. It's another fucking year. Some shit is gonna remain the same. The bitch niggas that's in your life telling lies on you, the ones that make sure that anytime they see you happy, they do anything they can to extinguish your motherfucking happiness. Those motherfuckers will remain the same. What needs to change is what the fuck we do about it. Because they think they're getting away with it. Old slick ass, fake ass, bitch ass.
You gotta have fun in your life. Some of y'all just need to go on and smoke some weed. I know there's a great stigmatism on weed, and some of y'all don't smoke it because it's a drug, but I'm explaining to you that weed can be helpful in your life. There is a chemical in weed that's called and if you could just get that in your system, it could change your life. It really could. Some of y'all be crying about bills you can't pay. Just, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this light bill. They want the whole thing. They don't want a piece of it, a deposit. Just hit the blunt one time and see if it don't change your perception of what's important in your life. You just, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this light bill. I just, them damn lights. I got 12 candles. I've been waiting to burn them. You gotta be careful. Gotta be careful, because I got responsibilities and obligations. I'm a grown man. I can't just be smoking weed all the time. I've had to cut certain brothers out of my circle because we need to be smoking with a finish line. I can't be smoking with ain't got no goals. They just, we high and we high, and we high and we high, and we rolling and we high, and we re-up and we high. Just where is the finish line? Let me come down first and then re-high. I can't high. I can't do it. I got stuff to do. Because weed is getting way too strong. I had to have a meeting with all of the Louisiana weed salesmen and explain to them I need regular weed. I needed to say right on the bag, regular weed. I don't want with a nickname, not Thriller, Killer, Salmonella, none of that. You gotta be careful. You can't do everything and get high. Can't do it. CNN, you can't watch CNN when you really high because it goes against your highness. Because on CNN, they do replays where they play stuff over and over and over and over and over again. And that's not good when you're high. Last time I was high and watching CNN, the space shuttle had just blew up. I didn't know it was a replay. I thought the kept happening. I'm in my house distraught in a stop sending them up there. They done killed 9 more. I told y'all I was in Hollywood and you can't believe everything in Hollywood, but some of it is true. I was doing a TV show with Snoop and he came on, he was like, when we take our lunch break, we're gonna go to my trailer and hit some weed. And I'm all like, what? Hit some weed? I done hit some weed all across the country. You can't scare me with no hit some weed. I'm ready to hit. I didn't say this to him personally. But that's what I was thinking. So I was like, okay, ain't nobody scared to hit some weed with Snoop. It's just weed. So I go in the dressing room, it's me, Snoop, and 2 we sitting there. I'm watching them roll it, light it, put it in rotation. Everything is fine. After about 4 3/4 minutes, I start noticing that I am higher than I have ever been my entire damn life. I don't mean cool high. I'm talking about scary high, high. I'm talking about the kind of high where you looking down at satellites in your mama's house and Cafe Du Monde, and I don't want to be this high, Jesus. And I'm trying to figure out how I could get this high. in 4 3/4 minutes. I swear to God. I look up, these nasty, no good brothers have lit 4 blunts, and they are all in rotation at the same damn time. We in that looking like an Olympic ghetto track meet. How high are we trying to be, Snoop? I swear to God, they put the blunts out and went right back on the show like ain't happened. Meanwhile, I'm in the bathroom trying to remember what damn show I'm on. Just, am I Gary Coleman? I can't even focus, Lord.
So we gon' smoke an ounce to this. Cheese up, hold down while you motherfuckers bounce.
What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and I'm back in the building. This time I am back for some commentary on the Katt Williams interview. I don't know if you guys know this about me. He is one of my favorite comedians. And I don't like just anybody. Y'all know Martin is the fave, like top. I just have a connection with Martin. We are married in my mind. Like, I've always loved Martin since I was a little girl. Honey, I burnt my thigh because I was a little girl and I saw Martin on What's Happening, and I was like, he came from this show, and I was already watching What's Happening when they used to show What's Happening on BET. When I was a kid, I was in love with it. And I was like, no, that ain't Martin. And honey, that ramen noodles pot was steady. I was steady burning myself because I was in shock about Martin. Got in trouble and everything, honey. My thigh was burnt just because of Martin. That's how much I love Martin. So anyways, this is about Katt Williams. I'm happy to see he's back on the scene and not doing, hopefully he didn't left the drugs alone. He still looks a little rough, you know, around the edges, but Katt is always rough around the edges. But I really was impressed with this interview. He spoke so many truths, especially I feel about Tiffany Haddish. I like Tiffany Haddish, but to me, she's not funny like that. She is that cousin at the barbecue that's funny. It's that type of funny. Same thing with Kevin Hart. So they got charisma and personality. See, these days, comedians, they just have to have the charisma and personality, and they don't all have the talent. Back in the day, you had hardcore comedians. Tiffany Haddish and I feel Kevin Hart would have been laughed at by, back in the day. They would have been really laughed at because they don't have the oomph. Like, you know, Martin just has it. Pryor just has it. Eddie Murphy just has it. Chris Rock just has it. Katt Williams, he just has it. You know, they just have the it thing. Same thing with Beyonce, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, Rihanna. The it. And to me, Tiffany Haddish and Kevin, now that new movie they got coming out, I will say it looks kind of funny and I might check it out. It does look a little, you know, funny. And it ain't no shit where I'm just dying to go see it. It's just more like, you know, I need a few shits and giggles. You know, I just need that. So let me go and see what it is. It's not like no over excitement like back in the day with your other comedians when they were in movies, you know. All right, let's check out the interview. And speaking of another person that has it is my motherfucking girl Monique. She's funny as shit too. Steve Harvey. I mean, Joe Torre. I mean, Lavelle Crawford. Don D.C. Curry, like Earthquake, some more, Miss Laura, like Adele Gibbons, like, oh my God, y'all just don't know. Oh, the father of them all, because some of y'all like Richard Pryor, and that's fine, but my boy that I have a connection with, I loved him since I was a kid too. It's so weird. I watched these shows and I just fell in love. But I have such a connection to Red Fox. He is so motherfucking funny. And I understand him. I have a connection, you know, with him. He was always like my granddad in my head. Look, I'm over here on some Wendy shit. But yes, I love Red Fox. He is definitely one of my, like, he's in my top 5, definitely.
but you just gonna do it. Can I talk to you and tell me what does it take to make a great special, sir? Because nobody makes them like you.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. That only speaks to quantity. I do have more comedy specials than any comedian breathing or dead, so I understand the question. That's only 7 more than Richard Pryor.
You have 7 more than Richard Pryor?
6 more than Martin Lawrence and 6 more than Chris Rock.
Are you serious?
5 more than Dave Chappelle, even though he put out 4. And the next.
Are you serious, Katt? You put out that many?
Those are just facts, sir.
How many is that total?
9.
So you've done 9
Yeah.
filmed comedy stand-up specials?
Without ever getting financed or having a deal with anybody.
You did them by yourself?
Yes, I own them 100%. I have the top 2 comedy specials on Showtime, HBO, Comedy Central, and we just moved to Netflix. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why they don't.
I didn't know
promote.
that.
Nobody does. They don't promote it or sell the items after they come out because I own them, lock, stock, and barrel, and I don't have any Caucasian partners or people that invest. I'm 50.
Y'all hear that shit? I don't have any Caucasian partners. Come through, Katt. Come through, motherfucker. That's what I'm saying.
I've never had a bank loan or a car lease in my life.
Are you serious?
That's correct.
So has, we always hear like these comedians come and say, oh, they got the big Netflix deal. Has Netflix or anybody ever hit Katt Williams and said,
I'm on my 15th consecutive 100 city tour. On the exact day that Monique was asking for a Netflix boycott, Netflix had just cut me a check for $2 million for the special that I got paid $300,000 to do in Jacksonville.
Alrighty then. Are you serious?
Or I'm really good at jokes, you tell me.
No, I think you serious, bro. I just say, are you serious? Because that's interesting news that people
Thanks
need
to Atlanta,
know.
Pimp Chronicles has already grossed over $24 million alone as one special.
Wow.
Because of Atlanta. Like, there are parts of the population that feel like I'm from Atlanta and I'm from Ohio.
Yeah.
And have never said anything differently.
Right.
Well,
what's your thoughts on Netflix? I mean, they're giving deals. Like we just heard, Tiffany Haddish just got a deal as well. And I mean, they're opening up things to comics, and for them to open up a door like that. What are your honest thoughts about Netflix?
Well, everybody has to understand that Netflix doesn't have an opinion on stand-up comedy. They base what they pay you by the amount of ticket sales for your last tour. So Monique's last tour had 316,000 tickets. Therefore, that's what she got offered. My last tour had $2.4 million tickets, and so that's what the offer was.
Wow.
So if people understand that it's not personal.
Personal, right.
Then they could just,
I didn't know that.
for free, take their ass to work and get their numbers up.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, was that shade, baby? Did y'all feel like that was some shade towards Monique? And that's like, wow, for him to speak out on this and, because y'all know I'm still a big advocate for Monique. I do feel like they should have offered her more, but at the same time, I want Monique to be more of an entrepreneur because I feel like she has what it takes to run her own business, but she is going to have to change her tone. Don't change your story. Don't change what you want, going after what you want. Just change your tone. Just be business. Because these people, you can't get too personal with people because they don't give a fuck. You got to be business, have your bottom line, and go from there when you dealing with motherfuckers. But I'm still in support of Monique, though. I'm in support of her. Because she is very funny. To me, she's one of my favorites as well. I told y'all, I saw her. So, and I don't go and see everybody. I really don't. I don't do concerts and shit like that. They be like, Migos and, Fantasia, all these other I don't run to no damn concert. The last concert I was at was the Earth, Wind, and Fire concert. Okay, they put on a show. And I enjoyed myself. I don't do that shit. Let's get back to Katt and what he's gonna say on Tiffany Haddish.
I mean, they're opening up things to comics, and for them to open up a door like that. What are your honest thoughts about Netflix?
Well, everybody has to understand that Netflix doesn't have an opinion on stand-up comedy. They base what they pay you by the amount of ticket sales for your last tour. So Monique's last tour had 316,000 tickets. Therefore, that's what she got offered. My last tour had $2.4 million. Tickets, and so that's what the offer was.
Wow.
So if people understand that it's not personal,
right?
Then they could just,
I didn't know that,
for free, take their ass to work and get their numbers up.
Yeah.
Dude,
but Netflix don't call nobody. That's the joke. The joke is Netflix ain't giving me. First of all, Netflix ain't call you. Knock it off. Is Coca-Cola knocking on people's door to see what type of beverage they having today?
So they go buy those ticket sales. That's dope.
What else could they go buy?
Yeah. And I thought it was like popularity.
What comedian don't think everybody can't wait for their next special? Who don't think they got something to say? The fact of the matter is, what makes a great comedy special is if 100 people talk at the same time that you talking, are you saying something different than them people are saying?
No.
Because if you are, then you deserve a special. And if you don't, you're going to find out you're not special. Because they're going to let you do your special, Gerard Carmichael, but nobody's going to watch it. They're going to let you be a star, Lil Rel, but you ugly. And white people don't believe in ugly stars. They think you have to be somebody that women want to sleep with and men want to be.
Oh, honey, he is spilling all the tea. I just realized, y'all, I didn't replay everything he said. I'm looking like, I wish he would get to the damn Tiffany Haddish part. Shit.
But because we black, they say, oh, you don't even deserve that. So you get Kevin Hart, Lil Rel, Gerard Carmichael, all in a row, Hannibal Buress, just dudes that no woman would talk to in Lenox Mall, let alone you making them movie stars. Why? Because ain't nobody gonna sleep with them. You only got Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why?
Show the fuck can't, cause she is not memorable like that. She just memorable for fucking being loud. She's not funny like that. She don't make me, like, everybody think that Girls Trip was so big because of her. It was big because of Jada Pinkett, Queen Latifah, and motherfucking Regina Hall. With that three, they could have did that. That could have been anybody else. And don't get me wrong, she did good in the movie. I'm not saying that she didn't, but there was nothing so special about how she acted. We all got that ghetto ratchet cousin that acts like that. So I was just like, why is everybody making a big deal? But what it is, it's just like I said before, y'all, these people, they don't have to have the it factor. It's just all about money and popularity. Look at Kim Kardashian. There's nothing so special about Kim. There's really no talent besides being pretty and taking off her clothes. And that comes a dime a dozen. With Beyonce is beautiful, fucking gorgeous. She's mysterious. She's talented, can dance, and could sing. Like, do you see all the different layers? But with Kim, she's just sexy and pretty. And then, she's Armenian. She's exotic. It's just, it's only aesthetics, but that's business to certain people. That brings in money, and it does, because look at how much fucking money she has, And she hasn't even had to work as hard as fucking Beyonce. It's like our people, we have to work so hard. But some of the people that I feel they're pumping up, they're just not that motherfucking funny. It's like they're just giving shit out just for popularity and who knows who. And, oh, she was in that movie. Oh, my God. She had a great fucking cast. It wasn't just her. I don't remember. I can't tell you nothing that Tiffany Haddish that has said that I fucking remember. I can't tell you nothing. I don't. I do know what Katt Williams said in one of his specials. You know what I'm saying? I do have different sayings and shit that I know that he said. Because I've watched it over and over again. There's nothing about her that's like that.
Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour to nobody. And they already ready to down Monique.
and up somebody who has showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip goofball? Right. Or do you think that was already a script and they handed it to her? It's up to you, whatever you want to believe. I'm the introduction to Tiffany Haddish in the movie School Dance. The clip for School Dance has been seen more times than the movie has. That's just a fact.
But the movie the Girls Trip movie?
Yes, ma'am. The one with with 3 of our greatest black actresses in it. You mean that one?
Right. But I'm just saying, Tiffany Haddish.
Ma'am, you could have had that role, and everything that happened would have happened, unless you thought you were necessary to write the Saturday Night Live monologue. I'm a writer. I only care about what you write. I don't care about what you read. Everybody can read that can read.
What did you think about the movie, though? I laughed from beginning to end. I thought it was a great
script when I saw it in 2004.
Right. Wow. In 2004. Wow.
Yeah, I have it.
That is so funny that he says that, because I heard that they shelf a lot of Hollywood scripts, and I believe he did see it. But it's funny, he's just talking all cocky and arrogant. I said, come on through, Katt Williams. I'm here for it, because I'm so sick of hearing negative things about him in the press.
But I'm so happy for her, though, because
that's what it do.
That baby, what it do. I tear up thinking about the break that she got. And to see her do her thing.
She passed 46 female black comedians that I know personally that I put on tour who have a hard time getting a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A after they headlined 7 shows at a club for $2,500 a week.
But people like real, and that's why they like her.
They like?
They love real.
Because everybody's real then. So.
That's right. Speak that shit, Katt. Let her motherfucking ass know everybody is real. There is nothing so special about her like that.
Don't trip.
No, they like
wherever
Tiffany
you
Haddish
at under the sound of my voice. Real. Do you have a real co-worker?
Right.
Do you have a ratchet friend? Do you have a sister? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a nephew? Do you have a niece? Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt. The only thing before that in the movie with me is I slept with this white man and I got a white baby. She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy, and then all of a sudden divorced him, then said he abused her, then wrote a book, then said he didn't, and then now we're at Brad Pitt. So hey, you can say whatever you want. She says she got a disease for JJ. Don't nobody check for that. I support Linnell, Melanie Camacho, Miss Laura, all the people that got skipped over in the list between now and then. There's no shade to nobody.
Yeah, Melanie's well taken in too. People really love Melanie. I love the fact that you took her out on tour. Martin Lawrence took her out on tour. Chris took Melanie out on tour. And when she comes to Atlanta, she does well.
That's not the point. The point is
she's not there.
The point is we are in the only business where, as a black woman, what you look like is not supposed to be held against you. And time again, they show you that you can be sidetracked by anything light-skinned. So
that's so motherfucking deep. That shit is really deep. That is really, really deep.
Knock it off.
All right, let's take a quick break. Red Grant again.
Yep, Atlanta Comedy Theater. Make sure y'all are there. This brother will sell out. Please believe.
All right, y'all. That's all I got to say on that. Let me know how you feel about what Katt Williams said about Tiffany Haddish. Did he go in? I don't think he got to Kevin Hart. Well, yeah, he said a few things about him, too. He ain't funny either. I just love how he spoke the motherfucking truth, though. All right, y'all. That's my time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. And I will talk to you guys later.
Now let's think about this. You've heard them on their radios, on television, you've read their newspapers, you've even talked to them in your beer houses. What do they call us? They call us Anglo fools. They call you Anglo fools. And they've called all of us BR friends. Are we BR friends? They call us enemies in their house. That's not the truth. The truth is they stole our rights. You know that. They destroyed our wealth. Call us Cameroonians. We are Ambazonians. Ambazonia is not a dream, it's a reality. And let's talk to Ambazonia. Ambazonia, you were lost and abused. Now you are found. We have found you. We pledge our lives to set you free, forever free. We won't let you down. And this is our promise to you. Nobody can ever take this promise away, and we will not budge one step back. This really comes down to you and me. You have to join our pledge and play your part. It's my part and your part to make it. You and me will set it free, because freedom is the word. Don't let them lie to you. There's nothing else but freedom. Freedom is our right, and in that right is our liberty.